Alright folks, this morning's soap comes from Stirling Soap Company. This one is Deep Blue Sea. Starts out around 5.8 ounces. Got a little bit scooped out already this morning. Alum block, no rubber band this morning. Sporting Humphrey's Witch Hazel Citrus. And got the matching aftershave Deep Blue Sea. Got a link down below with the also including the scent description if you want to look at what the artisan had to say about the scent. This particular soap: citrus, floral, woodsy. Did I say vanilla? It's got a little bit to it. Got it whipped up here in a vanillé bowl with a ever-ready brush that was restored by Strike Gold Shave. Excuse me. It's looking pretty good. It was just, I think I let it sit just long enough where it was just a little bit on the drippy side, and now it looks like it's firmed up just a tad bit. Smells great. I can actually smell it this morning. Shaver of the day is a stick Schick. It's a pretty much it's a lightweight handle. Most of the weight's going to be up here at the head. The ball does help, I guess you might say, balance it out just a tad bit. Overall, it's a lightweight shaver. Got a Personna blade in it for the. It's on its first use. Got the Preshave soap, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It's unscented, but it is mentholated. Last time I used this shaver, got a really nice shave with it. Start out a Friday. Don't know if anybody caught the basketball yesterday. This is the time of the year where college playoffs are taking place. Men's basketball. Don't know who's everybody's favorite. I have watched, the only basketball I've watched of college basketball is just a few minutes of highlights. I don't really keep up with basketball too much. But it is kind of fun to take your best guess at the brackets and see how well you do. Like I said, not even probably 5 minutes worth of college basketball highlights, and so you can kind of imagine that was only probably what, maybe 4 teams at the most. Didn't see a whole lot. Like I said, it is kind of fun to take your best guess, see how close you come. I know my already some of the teams that I picked did not make it. This smells wonderful. There we go. Like I said, this ought to go pretty smooth. I've had pretty good luck with this shaver. Felt pretty creamy when I was putting this soap on. Even though it's firm in the container, the soap is, but when you scoop it out, I try to press it in the bowl, it's pretty easy to apply. Shaver's pretty nice. Very unique shape. This particular scent I was a little unsure of when I first ordered it. I don't think I have anything that comes quite close to this. Combination of scents, I guess you might say, was a little concerning for me. Performance of the soap I wasn't worried about. Stirling soaps usually work pretty well. I have not had one that I had any issues with. Base feels pretty good. As it goes for me picking out any particular single note, it's how you say, it's complex for my nose. I have to stick to the simple stuff. Nope, I can't even pick up not one scent. Just one note. Now when I was whipping it up every once in a while, I thought I could pick up the vanilla, but I wasn't real sure. Maybe my nose isn't quite up to speed just yet. Of course, it's been fairly warm. It's been up in the 60s for the high, and as we go through the season, I know I'll probably have all kinds of sinus issues. Things are blooming and the wind's blowing and kicking stuff up. Pass number 2, cross screen. A little bit of feedback. For me, when it comes to blade choice, Personna seems to work pretty well for me. And it seems like you get more value for your money, especially if you shop around, compare prices. But I have not found, at least where I'm at, Personna in the store under any name brand as far as that goes. I have not found any here. At one point in time you were able to find some Injector Blades in the store, but it's been quite a while since I've seen any. Things have changed a little bit here in the stores, in that here, very recent history, I think might have been right around the turn of the year, could be wrong, December, January, somewhere in there. State laws had changed just a bit, and they were allowing the grocery stores to carry something other than beer. So in other words, there's wine and all that sort of thing in grocery stores now here in Oklahoma. And before that wasn't allowed. And so the stores had to make room for all the new product that was coming in. So some items got, I guess you might say, nixed out of what they carried on the shelf. So I'm pretty sure that's what's happened to a number of items. That work goes on really nice. Look at that. That is really nice and creamy right there. I could do that for quite a while. That is really nice. So there's been a number of items that have disappeared out of stores. Plus they rearranged the stores, and now you have fun finding the stuff you used to get. This is pretty easy to find the angle with this shaver. For me, Schick injectors are just a joy to shave with. Definitely some feedback right there. Very smooth shave. I know not everybody gets smooth shaves with the Schick injectors, but for me, they work quite well for me. This one here seems to be pretty easy to rinse off the soap. It doesn't seem to want to stick to the shaver. This soap, it feels a lot like shaving cream. It's very nice, creamy. Face feels really smooth. I think I've got most of that spot right there. Every once in a while there's usually I get most of it. Right back there. Matter of fact, it's that way around both ears. Hair grows a little bit differently there. I know when I had my full beard, that hair back there though didn't grow all that fast in comparison to the rest of the facial hair. I think that's the reason why it's only once in a while that I kind of feel the need to go back there and do an extra little touch up. It doesn't grow normal back there. It's almost like grows like that. I guess you might say in the shape of a J, huh? Yeah, that back there sometimes got to take a little bit extra attention to it. Temperature right here is making the days very nice. Hard to go to work. And I know some of the guys were talking, not only they having a hard time coming to work when the games were on, but just the temperature alone has made the days really nice. Just got a little bit of stinging in an odd place because I normally don't get there. Right here on each side of my Adam's apple. Smooth shave though. Don't see any weepers, nicks, or anything of the sort. Still got some soap right there that does not want to go away. It's a collection spot. Oh, witch hazel. I think I'm going to use this for a little while. Get a good comparison, I guess you might say, in between using a witch hazel like this versus Stirling. I know I sure do miss the menthol. Just has a totally different post-shave feel not having the menthol. Not having that cooling effect sure does make a difference. Show you something real quick before I forget, like I did yesterday. You might have a hard time seeing the name on this vintage brush, but it's S-A-N-A-X is the name of this one here. Found this over the weekend and thinking what I might do is I think I'm going to try to read out this one myself. And overall, outside it's probably not going to pick up on the camera real easy that some of the lettering is nice and deep, and then some of it is not. So I don't know how much luck I'll have putting getting the letters to show back up. I may not even mess with it. Haven't quite decided just yet. The bottom is just, there's nothing there on the bottom if you was wondering. But thinking about putting a different, remove the knot. Hadn't decided in between a synthetic or go with a natural bristle. Little project that I'm thinking about doing. But I think I paid, what was it, $7.50 for the brush. Next one of the next few shaves, if everything goes well. I also found my first, got my first single ring. It's not in the best of shape. It's got just a little bit of a crack on the handle. The cap's got a little bit of signs of wear and tear, and it's got 2 bent teeth, at least 2 that I remember. But overall, it's in pretty good shape considering. I think I dated it back to, going with the serial number, to 1912. So kind of thinking I got a bargain there, because when I went to buy these two, if I remember, I paid $12.50 for the razor and $7.50 for the brush. I think that's how it worked out. At a flea market. That's pretty good. Cannot complain about those prices. Even the single ring being in a shape that it's in, I was more than happy to pay the $12.50, because it still looked like everything was very functional. Looked like it's going to shave just fine. So Sunday shave will be with that single ring. I haven't decided on what blade I'm going to use just yet. I'm thinking, got these set aside for my dad. Thinking about using these blades right here. I tell you what, last time I used these, very smooth shaving. Very awfully impressed with the shave that I got with those blades, and might be one of my new favorites. Sure, I'm glad I got 100 of them though. I took a few of packs to the work to some of the guys that shave with these double-edged blades, and so far the report coming back is pretty much the same that what I've been experiencing. Very smooth shaves, nice blades, nice shave this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.